Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Grab a seat, grab a tea, get extra comfy feet. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Yuki Boobuki, princess of all things spooky and ooky, but the only thing scary about me is how many times I've actually tried to film this video. So as you guys know, I'm a lore connoisseur. I'm a story connoisseur. I'm here for the lore. Toho's got a lot of lore. I've heard this has a lot of lore. A lot of people make memes about me and compare me to one of the characters in Limbus Company. I didn't say what we're doing today. Hi, welcome. We're learning about Lobotomy Corporation, aka Project Moon, who has 3 video games. Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Runia, and Limbus Company. And then I look exactly like a character from Limbus Company. Um, the last 3 times I've did this has gone very horribly wrong as I'm trying to find a video that is appropriate. This is like, I don't have a problem with blood, guts, gore, and harsh story, but as a react streamer, I do think it's kind of important to keep things TOS. And the last few Lobotomy Corporation videos, the person making the video has been very not TOS. So I'm recording this intro again for like the 87th time with a brand new fresh video. So if you're like, Yuki, it sounds like you're rushing, I've been here for a hot minute. I don't like watch these videos in advance because, well, that one played for 3 seconds. I just wanted to hear the person's voice. Because I feel like that kind of ruins the react. So sometimes, like, the last one wasn't too bad because it's a 10-minute video, but I got like 5 minutes in, and then they made like the worst joke in the entire world. So then I'm like, scrap it. And you're like, well, maybe you could cut it out. And then I don't know. I second guess like what if you guys went and watched the video yourself, and then it had the worst joke in the world possible, and then like they'd be like, Yuki, why'd you watch that? So starting fresh from the top. I hope this reaches the people that it needs to reach. And apparently we need a say-so bean to describe Project Moon games. I will be that bean if I can learn a little bit about what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna watch the entire story of Lobotomy Corporation. If this video does get 50 likes, much like the Toho video, I will play Lobotomy Corporation live. Though I will say, of what I have seen from other content, it's gonna be really hard. So if you would like to watch me die over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, please like the video. It will be live on a stream, and I will suffer. This video is an hour long, which is more than I wanted to jump into really quickly. So I will be breaking it up into 30 minutes. You get 2 parts. And I'm sorry. I know. It's bad. But I love you and I care about you. And I know that asking you to watch an hour long about something you don't know about may be a lot. Whereas I'm all for it and very excited because a lot of my friends are into Project Moon stuff. Everybody talks to me about it all the time. They say it's right up my alley. And like I said, people make memes about it. I know that this is new for you. I put up a poll, not a poll, put up a community post yesterday asking about it, and everyone's like, I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it. So I will torture you. I will go ahead and make these 2 parts. We'll see how they do. And if you guys like them, maybe we could go on a new adventure. And so you guys don't worry. I'll be posting one Warhammer video like every week, and then one video about Yuki special interests. So we did Toho. Now we're doing Lobotomy Corporation. We're gonna do Final Fantasy, and then excuse me while I get my notes because I'm a prepared YouTube content creator. Because I wrote this down. Also, we're doing a 30-day posting challenge. Please like the shorts, join the Discord. Like the shorts, join the Discord. I'm waiting for the notepad to load. Minecraft, which I did want to actually react to a Minecraft video. I don't know if you guys will like that. That's my new goal. So, yeah. After the Toho one, which was intro to Toho, hopefully a lot of you people commented and were like, yeah, please play the Toho game. Today we're doing Lobotomy Corporation. Then after that we're doing Final Fantasy Summons video where I will gush. Then Toho Minecraft. But yeah, God bless you guys. Let's get right into the video. I won't hold you up any longer. I still managed to yap for 5 minutes. It gets more and more impressive every time, the more I get comfortable. In we go.
Alright, looks like everyone is finally here. Welcome to the first day of class, everyone. I'll be your teacher for this semester. You can call me Professor Hypocrite. Now, I know everyone is eager to get started, but I wanted to get some things out of the way before we begin. First of all, I assume that everyone here is attending for one of 4 reasons. 1, you just need more credit hours and knew the class would be easy. That's fine. Welcome. 2, you're a
Yay.
huge Project Moon fan who only consumes Project Moon content, and you're going to correct me in the comments about every little thing. That's also fine. Glad to have you. 3, you didn't understand the ending, or you didn't have it in you to complete Lobotomy Corporation because the game is
That's
full
probably
of
me.
what we in the business call
Can I be 2 and 3?
bullshit difficulty. And you want to know what the hell is going on so you can continue to the next game. I totally understand. This game is pretty unfair, I won't lie, but I'm glad you gave it a shot, and Project Moon really hit their stride with the next games, so I hope this helps you out.
This is what I'm hoping will be us. Please, 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 guys. I want to become a fangirl. I'm hoping that this could be us. I'm hoping that we can make some good contents and have some good funds. And also, low-key, I would love to make some videos about gotcha pulls.
And finally, number 4. This class randomly popped into your recommended, or a friend sent it to you because they want you to get into the series. If that's the case, run! Run far away. Cut all ties with this person. They are lost. They cannot be saved. You'll get sucked into if you continue.
I know what he said, and I know what you all are going to think in the video. It's too late for you. You can't leave. Please watch.
We all do. But if you choose to ignore that warning and watch anyway because you're interested, then welcome. May God have mercy on your soul. Whatever your reasons for being here, I'm glad that you're attending this semester, and I sincerely hope that you enjoy. And of course, you all should have realized this when you signed up for the class, but it will spoil the entire story of Lobotomy Corporation.
Yay.
So if at any point you become interested in playing for yourself, please step out of class and give it a try, and come back when you have to fight the Arbiter, because oh god. With that in mind, welcome everyone to our first lesson.
Okay. So, during my 30-day posting challenge, one of my big goals is that I feel like not a lot of people know me. And so I want to post little videos of fun stuff about me. And also, I would like to share my special interests. One of the things that I am most obsessed with is psychological horror that isn't just like jump scary like Boo, or like poorly written like It Was a Ghost, right? Like something deep, in depth. And one of the types of games that I like the most are RPG Maker horror games, because the engine is kind of like limited in a way. So like you have to go really ham on some story, right? The story has to kind of carry it, right? And but also I love pixel graphics. So there's a lot of very beautiful like RPG Maker horror games. And that made me think of Fear and Hunger. And that is also one of the things I would love to watch lore videos about and talk about. It's one of my hyperfixations. And if you know what Fear and Hunger is, you probably got really scared that I said it was my hyperfixation. I'll scare you a little bit more. Silent Hill is my comfort game. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm messed up. Like, I love watching Silent Hill videos to fall asleep. I don't know. I'm a psychopath. Welcome on in. This place is probably for me. I should probably be in containment.
History of the City, Part 1. Lobotomy Corporation, and the coolest setting in fiction.
Ooh, the coolest setting?
Welcome to the city. The setting for Project Moon's universe is a massive dystopian hellhole where the entire thing is ruled over by megacorporations.
Yay,
Wow,
Megacorp.
this was like real life. Let
Wow.
me be clear. This place is awesome. For us. Not for the people that live in it. It's one of the most creative settings I've ever seen in any piece of fiction, and it completely enraptured me the first time I learned about it. The city is divided into 26 sections, called wings, each labeled
Hunger Games? Has anybody read Hunger Games or seen the movies? If you have seen the movies but not read the books, I highly recommend that you read the books. The books are so much better. But Hunger Games?
with a letter of the alphabet. Oh, yes? I didn't expect questions so soon. You there, in the back of the class.
Yeah, I only see 25 districts. Where's Z?
That is a fantastic question. Don't worry about it. Each of these wings is controlled by a powerful corporation with a corresponding letter, and each of them possess an incredibly powerful, borderline magical technology known as a singularity. In the city, singularities are what make the world go round, and they're what allow the corporations to maintain their power. They can do anything from
Halt. Who is this man and why is he handsome? Okay, continue.
teleporting you to stopping time and everything in between. But of course, that technology isn't for everyone. Only the most powerful or the most wealthy. These districts and their corporations are held in check by the head, the governing
which one
force
we
of
are.
the city that's composed of A, B, and C Corp. No one knows who's in charge or even what goes on in District A, but if anyone starts looking a bit too deep into it, they're sent a strongly worded letter and asked to stop.
Wait. I'm sorry. We're writing in regards to your recent activity and browsing history. First of all, no. The arbiters are not breedable as your YouTube watch history seems to suggest. They will kill you on the spot if you attempt to speak with them. Secondly, politely, swear word. And stop asking so many questions. We promise we're not shady. Bro, trust us.
Nah, just kidding. They disappear, presumably murdered. In each district, there are also massive living areas, known as the nests. Nests are the nice place to live in the city because you're under direct protection by your corporation, so you're mostly safe from the horrors that roam the street. However, that's no reason to
Nest.
relax. Even in the nests, you can become the target of extortion, be murdered by your neighbor, or more likely, be kidnapped by your corporation to be used in experimentation. Now, that doesn't sound great, but it's far better than the alternative. If you don't live in the nest, then you're living in the back streets. The back streets are a massive series
The Backrooms, another one of Yuki's favorite hyperfixations. And yes, before anybody asks, I know I said I love horror, I love creepy weird stuff. I am a huge FNAF fan and I love Poppy's Playtime. Okay? I know, I'm weird. I'm sorry. You subscribed here. Okay? You live here now. And you can't leave. Right? Leaving would be wrong. All right. I like all the cringe stuff. Cringe stuff makes me happy. Okay? 6-7.
of sprawling alleys and slums connecting each district in the city where no one really cares what's going on. It's full of drugs, crime, cannibals, and gut harvesters. Which
How do I become a cannibal? That cannibal lady or man's was very beautiful. Also, this person is very cute. I might become a organ harvester.
do exactly what you think they do. Not only that, the streets are routinely stalked by horrific monsters known as abnormalities, which come from either outside the city or somewhere else. The people here can't enter the nests without an absurd amount of
This reminds me of Psychopaths. Has anybody seen Psychopaths? It's like my favorite anime, and I feel like no one watched it. This is very Psychopaths.
screening
This
and
scene in
cash,
particular.
so most are stuck here for life, which is naturally pretty short under these conditions. The only reason the back streets isn't in constant war with itself is due to the presence of the Fingers, 5 massive syndicates that keep
Elden Ring! Okay, sorry.
relative order. We'll talk more about them in the future, but even they can't fix the back streets completely. One of the only ways to remain relatively safe in most areas is to hire a fixer. Fixers are essentially mercenaries that anyone can employ to do odd jobs, like police work, protection, or killing your neighbor who keeps playing loud music at night. They're graded from 1 to 9, with 1 being the most powerful and 9 being the least. If you do something crazy impressive, like take a dangerous monster down on your own or put a stop to a massive plot, you may even be promoted to the rank of a color. Color fixers are legendary in the city, and are the most powerful and well-known figures outside of the corporations. Most of the time, fixers either work for an office or an association. Offices are small private establishments run by individuals who mostly take the odd jobs and requests of
High-functioning
clients
alcoholic.
that contact them. Associations, on the other hand, are far larger and more professional. There are 12 associations.
I have horrible taste in people. High functioning alcoholic in a suit. Well, okay. Though, to be fair, in this universe, it does sound like it would be better to be a high functioning alcoholic because there's so much stuff going on. And by the way, I am taking a drink of energy drink, not alcohol. So, if you. I'm a low functioning alcoholic. Mm.
Each covering a massive area of the city, and each specializes in a certain department. For
I
example,
like the
the
question
Shi
marks.
Association specializes in assassinations and covert operations, while the Zwei Association specializes in police activities like bodyguard work and maintaining general peace. We'll talk more on associations when they pop up in the story, but just remember that they exist. Oh, another question already. Yes, you there, with the bad microphone.
Oh yeah, Teach? If the city's so bad, why don't people just leave? It's just a real big city, right?
It's a real
Well,
big city.
yes and no. It
We're on an
is
island.
a really big city, but there's barely anything outside of it as far as we know. This area is called the Outskirts, and it's a completely barren wasteland full of monsters and dangerous forgotten technology. Some people do
Is that
live here,
D&D?
but the establishments are small and in constant danger. Every once in a while, expedition teams will be sent to recover some of the forgotten relics that lie in the ruins, but for the most part, the only interaction the city has with it is sending private military forces to drive back any monsters that come too close. It's also home to the non-humans, mysterious beings who inhabited the city before the head arrived. There was apparently a huge war between the two, but most of that information has been scrubbed from the history books. All we know is that once the non-humans were driven out, the head
Who is that gorgeous person? I do like the art style, by the way. It's very nice.
implemented the AI Ethics Amendment, which forbade the creation of AI as well as any machines that were designed to look human. So, they were probably robots. For now, that's all that you need to know about the power structure of the city. We'll talk more on it later, but for Lobotomy Corporation, that's more than enough info. So let's get into the events leading up to the game.
I love apocalypse settings. It's always so neat to see like a dystopian
As you might
version of our
imagine, people
world.
in the city are not very happy. One might even go as far as to say that they are really unhappy, actually. But everyone just kind of accepts it. This is referred to as the disease of the mind, and while it's not a literal disease, some people decide that it needs to be cured. These people are Carmen, a young woman who dreams of a world where people can live their lives without horrible oppression, achieving the dreams they didn't know they had, and Ian, a man obsessed with results who will sacrifice anything for his goal. Carmen is kind, thoughtful, and would never become the main antagonist of the series. And Ian is here because he bottoms. The two of them begin
Do I want to know why her face is scratched out?
recruiting researchers for the Seed of Light project, a massive undertaking to return the light to the souls of people and eventually turn the city into a paradise. They
Wait, I want to return the light to souls to peoples. I want to make the peoples happy. Oh my gosh. I won't regret this statement later in the video, I'm sure.
recruited their team from all walks of life, with the primary
Aw.
researchers composed of Benjamin, Ian's student, Elijah, a very passionate though scatterbrained girl, Gabriel, an obsessive embodiment of OCD, and Michelle, who always puts others before herself. She's just so cute and sweet, she is my favorite. They're also
I am
joined
Michelle.
by Daniel, an elite who abandoned his life of luxury after hearing Carmen's passion, Giovanni, who's shockingly lazy for a researcher, Kali, a legendary color fixer known as the Red Mist, and two children that the team rescued from the backstreets, Lisa and Enoch. With the team assembled, they
Not
set up
Enoch.
a laboratory in the outskirts, just barely out of sight from the all-knowing head. Eventually, they were able to discover Cogito, a substance extracted from the human psyche, and it was able to manifest a person's mental state in a physical form. Well, discover is a strong word. Technically, it's always been there, they just found a way to harness it. It's never fully explained what exactly Kagito is, and honestly, it's confusing, but that's not really important. All that we know is that there isn't a ton of it, and because it taps into the human psyche, they might be able to use it. They did a
Hmm.
lot of experimenting, but when they hadn't made much progress creating the Seed of Light in a while, they decided it was time to step it up a notch. It was time to do some human testing. They needed to push the limits on what Kagito could do,
Wait.
so Carmen would try injecting it herself. But before she could do so, Enoch volunteered himself. After all, the
He's a
team had
child.
rescued him and his sister, and he had always wondered what the meaning of life was. So, the experiment began. Enoch
He's a
strapped in,
child.
readied his mind, and gave a reassuring thumbs up to his sister. And then immediately died. Yeah, turns out Kagito is extremely deadly when injected. After the experiment failed, Ian was like, oopsie daisy, looks like we killed a 12-year-old. Oh well, better luck next time. Come on guys, what do you say? On to the next experiment? Needless to say, the rest of the team didn't take it so well. Carmen by far felt
Okay, in a game format, that's kind of how I would be like, oops. But like in a real life situation, you just killed a small child, sir. What do you mean, oopsie whoopsie poopsie? Let's try again. You don't get to just try again. There's no do over. There's no restart. You can't take that back. Look at that little girl. She's sad.
the worst about what they had done, but she truly broke when Lisa heard the news her brother had died, only to point out that it should have been Carmen, as she was the one originally planned for injection. Realizing what she had sacrificed, Carmen's mind shattered, and she decided the only course of action was to play with a cool knife in her bathtub. Unfortunately, even this wasn't an escape. The city is incredibly technologically advanced, and even their medical treatment is at an almost magical level. Healing ampules developed by K-Corp are capable of healing nearly any wound as long as the brain is intact, and they do it almost instantly.
Hey.
So naturally, when Ian found Carmen bleeding out in the tub on the verge of death, he didn't use any of that shit and instead ripped out her nervous system, shoved it in a big tank, and used it as
This is a horror. This is a horror. Have y'all ever seen like gore visual novels where they're like it's like a H anime, but like at an extreme level? Some of them are pretty messed up, like Euphoria or there was one about vampires, I can't remember the name. I watch a lot of Sydney. And she covers a lot of weird stuff. This exact thing happens in like a Yuri vampire visual novel. And to me, this is the like most horrifying thing you could probably do to like a person. This is maximum level horror. This is so scary. My jaw on the floor.
the new source of Kagito. Yay! Now they had as much as they wanted. This kind of sucked for everyone, losing not just a member of the team that everyone cared for, but also driving Lisa practically insane and turning their primary research into a living vending machine was not great for team morale. But Ian still pressed forward, and while Carmen wouldn't hurt a fly, he needed to see results after losing his waifu like this. And so, the true human trials began. Ian was experimenting on everyone he could find, and made some incredible breakthroughs in the process. Kagito essentially works like a bucket, drawing out a person's desires, dreams, and fears from the well that is their being. Rarely, injecting a human resulted in the creation of ego, an incredibly powerful extension of a person, manifesting in the form of gear or weapons with supernatural effects. But that required an incredibly strong will, and for most people in the city, their desires would simply overwhelm them, instead resulting in the creation of an abnormality. These are basically
Okay. You're saying this funky thing makes monsters, so you're like, let's just keep making some. That's absolutely bonkers crazy. What am I looking at? What am I watching? So we didn't make it very far into this video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one here. And that's right. You're like, Yuki, why would you do that? Because I promised you guys that I would keep it short. And I'm ending on a cliffhanger. That's right. Dude kills waifu, uses waifu to create monsters. Why? What's the point? I don't think you're achieving the hopes and dreams and the cure for depression that you're hoping to achieve. I don't know what I'm watching, but I do know that I am scared. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. If this video does good, if you guys are excited, if you would like to hear the continuation of the story, please click all the buttons, subscribe, like, favorite, all that's ring hype. Joke's on you guys, I've still got to make part 2 because I'm now invested and want to know what happens, but at this rate, it will probably be like 3 or 4 parts, but that's okay. But yeah, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, whatever it may be. Please be sure to join the Discord and follow all of Yuki's other social medias because I am doing a 30-day challenge and I'm trying to get you guys to talk to me's. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. I appreciate you being here nonetheless. And I will catch you later. Bookie, bookie, boo. Bye.